And the current attorney general there was able to go after and get this guy, even though some of these cases are 40 plus years old, because he scoured basically the available statutes in Oklahoma. His team investigators contacted because he scoured basically the available statutes in Oklahoma. His team investigators contacted. They actually went back and did all their homework and re-interviewed people and listened to them and met with them, and they were actually able to get him on an old, like, frontier era statute. And he is behind bars in Oklahoma now. And, you know, will be faced this. And so when I think about the fact that that is something someone was able to do actually relatively quite quickly in the same era that this Epstein story has unfolded, it really just shows me, and I think just shows the public in general, like how little effort it seems is going in here. When again you
U.S. attorney who went after him and decided we're going to do this, even though it's difficult, because you had a lot of the young women, young girls who were recanting and flipping their stories back and forth. But you have to make the effort. Even if at the end of the day there's an acquittal, at least you made the effort.
Okay, and this DOJ, they just tried to prosecute 6 Democrats in Congress. You know, they tried to prosecute James Comey, Tish James. If Trump...
Sandwich guy.
Right, the sandwich guy, and they didn't get an indictment. But if Donald Trump, Mr. Retribution, said to Pam Bondi, go prosecute the bad people, I can assure you they're going to grand jury. Maybe they get an indictment, maybe they don't, but they go. This DOJ is a law firm for Donald Trump, and he is protecting his friend. Marjorie Taylor Greene said, Donald Trump said, you're going to hurt my friends. And I think there's some truth to that, about the idea of getting these files out. His friends will be hurt.
Well, we'll stay on top of this story. Catherine Christian and Dean Obeidallah, thank you so much for being with us. And next, how Trump and his aides are cashing in and who is paying for it. You're watching The Weekend Primetime on MS Now.
Well, look at you powering through. Because you're playing for keeps. In other words, you're in your prime. So keep it that way with Ensure. 30 grams of protein to support your muscles and your mindset. Ensure. 30 grams of protein to support your muscles and your mindset. Ensure yourself.
Coming to the stage this Friday, it's Ned's first team karaoke night. But he's wondering,
what if my flaky red...
Team karaoke night. But he's wondering,
what if my flaky red plaque psoriasis takes center stage?
Next up, we have Ned.
what if Ned knew he could treat differently?
Hard to treat areas. You can get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for over 10 years. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Get med.
Struggling on topicals? Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Millions were feeling the power of OsteoBiflex, the #1 pharmacist-recommended joint care supplement.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harvard? Oh, we actually sold the twins' naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Stadiums do. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Have you ever felt so sluggish that it was like you were stuck in your chair? Like you didn't feel energetic enough for even routine activity? I've been there. And like you didn't feel energetic enough for even routine activity? I've been there. And as a doctor, I knew this could be a sign that my digestive system wasn't working at its best. So I followed the same advice I give my patients and started taking Metronidazole. So I followed the same advice I give my patients and started taking Metronidazole fiber every day.
Metamucil is the only leading brand with plant-based psyllium fiber that gels to help trap and remove waste so you can feel lighter in as little as 14 days.
After trying it for 2 weeks,
Blood sugar levels. That's why Metamucil is the #1 fiber brand recommended by doctors, pharmacists,
and gastroenterologists like me.
Metamucil. Digestive health starts here. Scan to shop or visit these fine retailers today.
Yes, I actually won!
And gastroenterologists like me.
Metamucil. Digestive health starts here. Scan to shop or visit these fine retailers today.
Yes, I actually won!
Shop or visit these fine retailers today.
Yes, I actually won!
Tomorrow is President's Day, and in that spirit, let's take a moment to replay the iconic moment from President. Tomorrow is President's Day, and in that spirit, let's take a moment to replay the iconic moment from President John F. Kennedy's 1961 inaugural speech.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask who can do for your country.
Oh, how times have changed. Now things look a little different for those in top posts in the Trump administration. You know, those aides who champion sweeping budget cuts for the world's poorest while they enjoy the privileges and perks of taxpayer-funded positions. Reuters, citing documents, is reporting that a permanent security detail for Trump's budget chief, Russell Vought, is being paid for with the remains of USAID operating expenses, the organization that Vought helped dismantle. Though usually the OMB director doesn't require the same security detail as a national security aide overseeing, say, a campaign to attack ISIS. Now $15 million of your tax dollars are being spent protecting overseeing, say, a campaign to attack ISIS. Now $15 million of your tax dollars are being spent protecting the Project 2025 architect through the end of the year. And we're learning that the minimum cost of $1 million for 1 million donors giving the money to a group raising funds for events and projects in honor of America's 250th anniversary can gain access to Trump himself. The New York Times notes the detailed breakdowns of packages for donors indicate that those who give 1 million or more will get invitations to a private Freedom 250 thank you reception. Those of 2.5 million or more also are being offered speaking roles at an event in Washington on July 4th. Joining us now to break it all down is MS Now political analyst and senior executive editor for Bloomberg Opinion, Tim O'Brien. He's the author of Trump Nation, The Art of Being Donald. So, Tim, the nation's 250th anniversary.
Right.
I mean, I guess we should have expected this,
Yes.
but even for Donald Trump, isn't this a bit much?
I don't think it is. I think it's in course with who he's been for about 60 years. And I think, you know, given what we're confronting now, like how easily they grift the idea that ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can confronting now, like how easily they grift the idea that ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country is a given way to I'm getting mine, I'm going to get it as quickly as I can, which is what everyone in that administration is doing. Where are we? Where is the Republican Party? Where are institutions? Where is the rule of law around all this? So some stops are being put in place. And I think this has happened so frequently with Trump. And the ante gets bigger, but what he's doing doesn't change. He's selling the office. He's selling access to the office. He's essentially turned the White House into a Walmart. And where are the stops?
It seems to be like so diffuse. It's like lawmakers actually struggle to wrap their minds around every single piece of it and to have a coherent message or to focus on one element of it. I mean, like for a while, like the ballroom, I guess, sort of became a symbol of some of this, and it gave people something to latch on to. But it is almost like impressive might not be the right word, but it is like that they've thought to monetize things that I just could never even think of might be the right word, but it is like
ago said in questions about spinning their graves, watching the way that he's just hung a shingle on the Oval Office.
Sam O'Brien, thanks so much for joining us, and thanks for your great reporting.
Thank you.
Coming up, Weekend Primetime on MS Now.
Fasenra is an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma.
Now I'm breathing better.
Fasenra is an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma.
Now I'm breathing better. I haven't had an asthma attack in a year, and I'm back to the things I've missed. Like cheering for my boys. Let's go! Running my shop and spending time with friends.
Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, may occur. Get help right away for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop asthma treatments, including oral steroids, without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur.
Ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep you out of the picture. Now, there's Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling my symptoms means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Get back in the picture. Skyrizi is proven to help deliver relief, repair, and remission.
Use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ready to get back in the picture with Skyrizi?
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and UC combined.
You know what our kids don't want? Our spoon collection. Or my holiday decorations.
We spend a lifetime collecting things we love, but the best thing we can leave behind? Peace of mind. If you thought you couldn't afford life insurance, you can with Physicians Life Insurance Company. Plans start as low as $570 a month. Call or go online for your free info kit with all the details.
Who knew coverage was so affordable?
Thanks to Physicians Life, our final expenses can be squared away.
Getting coverage is simple. Guaranteed acceptance, no health questions, no medical exams.
Feels great knowing I'm leaving good memories, not unpaid bills.
Affordable protection for your loved ones when they need it most. In minutes, you can lock in up to $30,000 in cover. Sometimes leading security is the greatest gift of all.